So I started off my book club in 2017, August 1st to be precise. In the next 2 months, if you're watching this video as of now, which is June of 2024, my book club will be 7 years old. I would say again and again that it was one of the best decisions that I ever made when it comes to the area of personal development and growth. It was one of the best decisions, friends. And the essence of today's conversation and in this video is to teach you what I did, the step-by-step methodology that I followed through to ensure that I was able to set up my book club. And here we are today. After 6 years, we've been able to impact tens of thousands of people across 4 continents of the world. And the impact is still on. We have a great vision to be able to reach out to at least 10 million intentional readers in the next decade. And welcome on board, friends. If you also have the passion or interest to want to set up the book club of your dreams so that you can be more accountable to read or even help others in your community to be accountable. You're a passionate reader. You don't just want to go this journey alone. You want people that you can navigate together to ensure that it becomes a sweet and effortless experience. If this is the first time listening to me, welcome on board. My name is Faith Michael. I want to specially welcome you to the community. Please do well to subscribe so you can keep getting updates on how to navigate your journey in the area of personal development and growth. I am the life optimization coach. I help individuals and professionals optimize their potential for impact, influence, and income. So let's get right into the conversation. Like I would always say, friends, that reading has never been this sweet and interesting. In fact, the era that we live in right now, due to the advent of technology, we now have access to vast arrays of platforms, opportunities for us to be able to navigate our reading life. And this is what has happened to me for the past years, plus members of my community. Now, starting a virtual book club made simple. That's the topic of this conversation. Now, before I continue with it, there's going to be a training that will commence on the 10th of this month of June, on how to launch your profitable book club. You can check the link in the description to join the WhatsApp community, where you've been taught on how to really launch and structure a profitable book club. And beyond that as well, if you're going to be watching this video after on the 10th of June 2024, there's also a link for you to send me a DM if you'd love to work with me to structure your book club, because I also consult for people, thought leaders, authors, people who are on the path of personal transformation and are interested in setting up a book club, whether you're a school owner, executive, pastor, or wherever you are. Send me a direct message. Let's have a conversation on how that can be done. But then, starting a virtual book club with the tips I'll be sharing with you now, you are still going to be able to do so much, right? So I will not leave you hanging. The first thing I did when I started off the Leaders Book Club was to make the decision that I wanted to start off a reading community. Then it wasn't called a book club, it was just a forum. So now, friends, what happened? I have been selling books prior to that time for a good number of years, and I really discovered that a lot of people were excited about the books that they were buying, just like you'll be excited to buy clothes. Some people are excited to buy clothes, some people cars, some people traveling, but there are also a group of people who love to compile books. We call it the Sudoku syndrome, a Japanese word in Sudoku. It's a syndrome that people want to just get books because of titles, authors. They're excited about so many things and they just get those books, and at the end of the day, they don't read them. That was really my concern after selling books for close to 7 years at that time. So what did I do, friends? I decided to start off a community to help people read and become accountable with their reading life. So that was the point of decision making. Now, it is possible you must have noticed something. Like one of my students told me one time, Coach Faith, I want to start a neighborhood community book club. I want to start a book club in my school. I want to start a book club in my church. I want to start a book club in the mosque, wherever it is. Or as a thought leader, as an author, you want to use your book as a means for people to, come together and have conversations around something close to your heart. Okay? Or you have seen a solution to a problem. Maybe you read some couple of books that brought healing to your heart in that area and you are interested in helping people. So whatever it is, you have to make a decision that I want to start up a book club. Making a decision is hinged upon your interest, is hinged upon the vision that you have seen, right? As to the kind of transformation that you're also looking at for. Because when it comes to reading, accountability says it all. Accountability is at the core of it. Over the years of coaching in this arena, I have really seen that people reach out to me all the time, and their major concern is not that they don't have books to read, or it's not that they are sick or something. Their major concern all the time, majority of the chat, 80% I would say, is the fact that they want to become consistent in their reading life. Whether you like it or not, there's one time or the other you must have gotten a book, right? They want to become consistent readers. But one thing I have seen, I've written a book on how to become a consistent reader, which is a great first step to also taking your reading to the next level. I would also link it in the description. if you want to get the book. But then beyond that, I've seen that accountability is one of the best ways to become a very powerful reader or to stay committed, because we all need each other to survive. No man is an island. So make the decision that you want to run a book club. And secondly, write your vision. Like I said already, once you're done writing your vision, now your vision should be hinged upon the fact that there is a problem you want to solve, there is a solution you want to bring to the table. For me, it was all about accountability, helping people stay committed to read the books that they've talked about reading in the first place. And then once you're done with that, friends, the next thing you want to do is to structure. Yes, now we have not started a book club, but we need to structure it. How do we want to be engaging in conversations? How many books do we want to be reading per time? What kind of people do we need in our book club? Is it a single men and women's book club, children's book club, personal development book club, leadership book club? In my training, I open up my students to as much as 25 to 50 types of book club, leadership book club, all right, Black ladies book club. Whatever type of book club it is, you have to make that decision. Make the decision on the type of books you want to be reading. Are they going to be fiction, non-fiction, biographies? What is the genres, right? Make the decision on that. And then the next thing you want to also begin to look at for is the discussion format. How is the discussion format going to be? What's going to be the agenda? What's going to be the frequency? Okay? And what's going to be the criteria for allowing somebody to be a member of your book club? I have a template for that. So there's just so much in this arena. How do you want to be communicating with members of your book club? Is it going to be through WhatsApp messages? It's going to be through email, right? It's also in your structure. You talk about your platform. Do you want to use WhatsApp? Do you want to use Telegram? Do you want to own your independent application? Do you want to have a website for that? Do you want to run it on Facebook? Have a community on Facebook? Or you want to be doing it on Zoom? Now that it is virtual, we're not talking about physical now, it is virtual. So you would also consider your platform in the place of structure. You would also consider research. You would also consider how to get members into the book club. A lot will really happen around the place of structuring so that at the end of the day, you're not stranded. I'd like you to enlist out some of the major things I have mentioned right now that you should begin to look at for so that you can make the decision. And if you'd also love to make money from it, maybe you want to monetize your book club, you would also have to make decision at this point to say, how much do I want to make from this book club? Who are the sort of people that can pay me? Do I want to run a children's book club? All right, whatever type of book club you want to run, make the decision and then structure it properly. Then the last point I want to share with you is the place of launching. Most times I usually would encourage, especially if it is going to be a profitable book club, launch it with a bang. Don't be silent about it. Don't just tell friends and well-wishers and hope that one or two will come. Launching with a bang could be with a summit, it could be with a virtual event, a masterclass, it could be with a challenge or a book swap event. Whatever it is, launch it with a bang. Okay, if you follow this step-by-step methodology that I have just given to you right now, and you also make the decision deliberately to stay put and be consistent with the running of the book club, because beyond just starting, you must be consistent in running it as well, because a lot of leadership skills are going to be demanded of you. All right, you're going to be building a team that will help you facilitate a lot of things. So there's just so much I can teach you. I even have a 6-week module program that I teach on how to run a book club. It is called Book Club Mastery Program. So what I have shared with you here is just like a tip of an iceberg. Maybe in subsequent videos, I would also show up to share more tips with you, go deep into some of the core segments of book club runnings, so that at the end of the day, you're able to really project results as it is when it comes to really impacting lives in this arena. I want to celebrate you, friends. Thank you so much for stopping. Starting a virtual book club made simple. I believe that with these few points, you've been able to learn and you're ready to start. You're on fire already. Okay? Make sure you check the description. Join my book club leaders community. Join my upcoming training and also see how you reach out to me, maybe to get my program on how to master book clubbing as a system and as a business venture as well, or as a means for impact, whichever one you are interested in. Once again, my name is Faith Michael. I'm a book club consultant, personal development coach. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. I'll see you in my next video.